have a special treat for you tonight. A longtime lover and supporter of the ministry and comedian, Carmen, going to entertain us here for 30 minutes just for free for all you folks watching. Thank you so much. Nothing like humor to help. You had a hard time in life, you had trouble, tragedy, problems. Just laugh. This world's not your home anyway. Not going to get out of here alive. Might as well enjoy life while you're here. Carmen, come take it away. Tell us some jokes.
Yeah. Well, hello, everybody. How are you? First of all, thank you guys for letting me come and entertain you. Make some noise. Clap it up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that feels good. So thank you guys for being here. Longtime fan of everything you guys do. You guys have been treating me so nice. My name's Carmen Vallone. I'm a little bit about myself. I'm 42 years old. 42 years old, which is the oldest I've ever been. I have a December birth. Here, this is for your birthday and for Christmas. Right? Gifts are wrapped in merry birthday paper. People are telling you happy Christmas. It's confusing, right? And I actually have the worst birthday on the entire calendar. Worst birthday possible. December 21st. That's the winter solstice. Right? That's the shortest day of the year. I party for 10 minutes. I'm like, it's my birthday and bedtime. I got to go to sleep. 4:30. But I don't feel 42. Mentally, I still think I'm in my 20s. My body's like, nah. Like, this is the heaviest I've ever been. I wear contact lenses now, so at night I take out my contacts, I put on my glasses. I'm going bald underneath my cap. Did you see that? It was quick. Whoa, I try not to let anybody see it too fast. Dude, I walk past myself in the mirror. I thought somebody was in my house. What's this? Who's this? This guy's sitting in my chair, eating my chips, watching my TV show. Oh, that's me. That's me sitting there. I don't know, man. I'm getting older. I blame it on being a new dad. I'm a first-time dad. First-time. Yeah. Thank you. Please hold your applause. Thank you. First-time dad. I'm Carmen Angelo Vallone. I named my son Luke Pro Vallone. That's 100% real. I can show you his birth certificate when I'm done, right? What a great name, because when you're a kid and you get in trouble, your parents will use your full name to yell at you, right? They'll be like, Carmen Angelo Vallone, get your right downstairs, right? Oh, no, I'm in trouble. That's not going to happen with my son because his mom's going to start giggling halfway through the name, you know? You can't be mad at your kid when you're giggling halfway. Luke Pro Vallone. Yes, Mama. Nothing. You're good. You're good. I don't know, man. I went with Luke. Old school name. It's a biblical name. The country of Israel is located on the continent of Asia, which means Jewish people are Asian. How come we've never heard those jokes? Not a lot of respect when I leave my accountant's office. I bow. I'm like, thank you, Mr. Goldstein, for crunching the numbers. I appreciate you, buddy. Enjoy the Sabbath with the kids. Yeah. Just trying to learn. I learned this, too. I learned what kosher food is. And kosher food is the way that they prepare the animal, right down to the way that like they would kill a chicken. And I learned that these butchers, a kosher butcher, you have to go to school for years to learn how to kill a chicken in a kosher manner. And if for some reason during the learning process they mess it up, they have to give the chicken a proper burial. If I was the teacher, I don't think I'd pass anybody. I'd be like, oh man, you messed up that chicken too. We're going to have to bury it at 375 degrees for about 45 minutes. Honey, grab the barbecue sauce. We got another failed student. We're going to have to bury this one in a Boston Market to-go container with a Diet Coke and some napkins. I don't know, man. I'm learning. So my name's Carmen, and I live in Florida, but I'm originally from New York, right? I don't know if anybody watching, originally from New York. I noticed that everybody that's from the Bronx, they always have to tell you that they're from the Bronx. I don't know if you met any of them out there in the wild. It's like, hey, man, how are you? My name's Tony. I'm from the Bronx. Like, all right, buddy, calm it down. I didn't ask you either of those questions, you know? My next door neighbor, he's like that. He's one of those dude bro type guys. I'm sure you've seen him. Yeah, right? He's one of those guys, but he's a nice guy. He owns those P90X DVDs, you know, those extreme workout DVDs. I was like, cool, man. Like, I have a chin-up bar, a couple of dumbbells. Why don't we pool our resources? We become workout buddies. We can motivate each other. We'll get in shape, right? He's like, excellent idea for that. Pop this back, I can't do it yet. But I was like, dude, on Google, find a fitness calculator, figure it out, right? I hear him in the corner on the laptop. He's like 34-year-old male, 5'11", from the Bronx. Doesn't have anything to do with fitness. Leave it alone. And I live in Florida. And this past Christmas, it was the first year I didn't go home for the holiday. And my mom couldn't understand it when I told her my plans on the phone. She's like, I don't know how you can stand being in Florida for Christmas. She goes, it's not Christmas without the snow. It's just not Christmas without snow. I said, I'm like, pretty sure Jesus was born in the desert. Wise men rode it on camels, not snowmobiles, right? I remember reading that in the Bible. I gotta go, Mom. And anybody that is from up north, you guys know what it's like to drive in the snow. It's brutal, right? You could be driving the snow going 20 miles per hour. 20. You lose control of the car, it takes you 15 minutes to crash the car. And you start to talk to yourself like, no! I'm losing control! Oh! Whoa! No! I had enough time to change the radio station. I'm like, I don't want to die. Listen to Lady Gaga that's not home going out. Where's the Christian station? Quick, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Please, Lord Jesus. You do. You have enough time. I pulled out my phone. I'm like, might as well call Geico, get the paperwork rolling along. Geico, you got to help me. I just got into a car crash. Like, where is it, sir? I'm passing 3rd right now. And 4th, I'll call you from Buffalo. You know? I can't take it, man. I can't. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm getting old. I showed you guys my hair real fast too, right? I try not to let anybody see it. But watch this. If I stand just correctly and I put my hat just right, watch this. Check this out. Ready? 37. 53. What's going on here? I put my hat on. I'm like, you guys want to play some video games? Get off my lawn! We're going to go to 7-Eleven and get some Slurpees. You see what they're doing in Washington? Dude, I got ugly overnight. I don't know what happened, man. I put my hat on. I look like I deliver pizzas. I take my hat off. I look like I own the pizzeria, don't I? We charge for blue cheese. I told you 3 times it's a quarter. I don't know what happened, man. But I'm Italian, right? See, I have a lot of problems with my name, Carmen. Everybody thinks it's a Hispanic woman's name, but in Italian, it's a guy's name. I'm full-blooded Italian. My whole family's Italian. My dad's getting older. My dad's got one of those big, huge Italian noses. You ever see him he looks like he's got like a light bulb attached to his head. And when I was a kid, I was like, oh, Lord, please no. I hope I go on his big nose. Please, Lord, no. But now I'm getting older, and I hope I do get one of those noses because I realized my dad will never get a DUI. We got pulled over by the cops. Cops like, get out of the car, put your hands to your side, and touch your nose. He's like, no problem. Cops like, you're free to leave. No further questions. Man. My dad's nose is amazing, man. My dad's nose knows things that no nose knows. He could smell into the future with that schnoz. It's so big. I was at his house one Father's Day. We're sitting there chit-chatting. He's like, you're burning the turkey. I thought, Dad, I'm not even cooking. Thanksgiving rolled around, burn the bird. It's an incredible schnoz. Oh, man. You ever those friends with the big nose? They blow their nose. It sounds like a cruise ship docking. I go, who books that? I almost tried to hop on the cruise. Dude, he sneezed. The house across the street crumbled, and 3 little pigs came running out. I go, you got to get some plastic surgery, Pop. You know? I didn't get the big nose. I got the big chin. I got the big Jay Leno looking chin. I don't like it, right? Because before I got married, a woman would invite me out for like a date. I thought, okay, good. I might get a girlfriend. It was always to help them fold their sheets. What's going on here? I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to learn, but full-blooded Italian. I don't know if there's any Italians here. The Italians, they do a lot of stuff correctly, don't they? Food, their architecture, math, they're smart people. The one thing I don't understand that they do is the nicknames that they give each other. They don't make any sense to me. A nickname is supposed to make your name shorter, easier, faster. Christopher becomes Chris. That's how a nickname works. But Italians will throw on all that extra nonsense like Joey Bag of Donuts. What is that? I don't get that. My dad's friend, he owns a car lot. They call him Johnny the Car Lot Tostani. I had to take a look at my watch. I go, that just took twice as long to say. Call him John. No H. You don't even need the H. They don't use the H half the time. Then he's got another friend who owns a restaurant. Every time they see him, they're like, hey, it's Joey 2-for-1 drink specials every Friday night between 9 and 5 only at the Ale House Gambiani. How you doing? Way too long, man. And I live in Orlando, Florida, right near SeaWorld. I noticed there's no Italian dolphin trainers. And that bothered me. I'm like, why is there no Italians in the dolphin training business? I thought about it. I figured it out. Us Italians were known for talking with our hands. That's our stereotype. I don't know. I could say one thing in Italian. Tell me if I'm saying it. It's me, Mario. Did I say it right? I don't know. There's no Italians. But I thought about it. Like, I think it would confuse the dolphins because hand motion is the same way that they instruct the dolphins which tricks to do, and I think that would mess up the dolphins. I picture a trainer would come into work on a Monday and see his coworker on the other side, take big, man, hey, come here, I got to tell about my weekend. It was great. We're playing darts, shooting pool. And the dolphins are watching this because they have nothing else to look at, and they're getting all excited, doing backflips for no reason, jumping through hoops unexpectedly. A dolphin whacks another dolphin. Whoa! Careful there. I don't know, man. I love Florida, though. I love Florida. From New York down to Florida. I moved to Florida the year that we had the 4 hurricanes cross the state at the same time, 2004. Being from upstate New York, I didn't take the weatherman seriously. Because in New York, we get snow up to the tops of the windowsills and life goes on. You still got school. You still got to go to work. The plow trucks are out. So I moved to Florida and the guy starts to go on with his nonsense on the news. Oh, we're going to get a lot of rain, so many inches, and get your sandbags, 100 miles an hour wind. Whoa. Is Florida going to get wet? Oh, the palm trees might sway. And then I lived through my first Florida hurricane, and I thought God was trying to destroy the earth with a flood again. I saw animals gathering themselves 2 at a time. I saw 2 spiders, 2 ants, 2 cockroaches. I turned into a preacher. I'm like, the Lord is speaking. We must listen. Turns out I live in an old apartment. Those bugs had nothing to do with nothing. I need an exterminator is what this is about. In Florida, I don't know if you guys have it in Alabama. Do you guys have Chick-fil-A? Is that a dumb question? Yeah, you guys love Chick-fil-A, right? Every time I go there, place is clean, food is good, the employees are competent, which is a big deal for me. You go to Chick-fil-A with a lunch order for you and everybody you work with, they get that order 100% perfectly correct every time. How come McDonald's messes up every order that goes through the drive-thru? Every order's wrong. I went through a McDonald's drive-thru one time. The guy handed me Burger King. He's like, here you go. That'll be $1.39.99. Enjoy your chalupas. What? We also have Krispy Kreme in Florida. Got those here? Yeah? Oh, Krispy Kreme. Those things are so gross. I puke every single time I eat a dozen. I don't know what it is. I just recently got back from the state of Utah as well. I got to film a comedy special for Angel Studios. I don't know if you're familiar with the brand. Very big production. And if you go to Utah, the altitude is like 6,000 or 7,000 feet. I live in Florida. Our elevation is 1. So the altitude sickness got to me. My heart rate jumped up. I couldn't breathe to the point I called my wife on the phone to like check in. She thought I was doing a workout. She's like, how's it going over there? I was like, pretty good. She's like, what are you doing right now? Nothing. They have In-N-Out Burger in Utah as well. I don't know if you ever had In-N-Out Burger, right? Really good food. I went there. They were rude to me. I go up to the counter. I wanted to order some food. Guy's like, what can I get for you? I was like, double cheeseburger. Guy's like, I don't feel comfortable serving you, sir. No, I want animal fries. That's smothered. Maybe a salad would do you a little better. Yeah. It's beautiful in Utah if you get a chance to go. Everywhere you look, there's mountains everywhere. Point any direction. You're in this big mountainous area. There's trails. Every one of them is a state park. You could pick a random one state park, right? I was like, I don't know when I'm ever going to be back out in Utah. I want to get my picture, right, in the mountains while I'm there. Something happened because the mountain I chose to go to, like I get out, I snap my picture, and there's all these cops. And this cop comes over to me and goes, excuse me, sir, did you see a guy run through here wielding a gun? And I said, I didn't see nothing. I'm going to need to see your ID. It's out of state. I don't know, man. Just trying to live my life, you know? I also don't do the energy drinks before I perform stand-up comedy. I know those are big around here. Everybody's got their energy drinks going on. I can't do that. Because what happens for me is the caffeine from the energy drinks, it mixes with the adrenaline of being in front of a live audience. So I leave my shows at night and I'm laying in bed and I can't fall asleep because I'm replaying the night, right? I'm like, tonight I'll be like, oh man, it was so cool. Like I got to be at Dinosaur Adventureland, see everybody, right? Everybody, oh man, I get to pet a dinosaur, I don't know. And I'm like looking at the clock. It's like 1 a.m, 3 a.m, 5 a.m. I can't fall asleep. My friends try to give me sleeping advice. My one friend said, you should listen to the nature sounds on Pandora. It's soothing. It'll put you right to sleep. I don't know if anybody's ever tried to fall asleep to the nature sounds on Pandora radio, but it is impossible to even, I don't know if this mic will pick it up. It sounds like this. Come in Chili for 2 for Tuesday margaritas. 3 appetizers all you can eat every week at Chili's. Yeah, all because I don't want to spend the $9.99 a month on something I'm already getting for free. I'm not doing it. That's why if I'm going to listen to the radio, it's going to be like classic rock FM radio, right? Music's great. It's about half the reason I listen to it. I just like hearing the radio DJs try to rhyme everything they're saying. I'm sure you've heard those guys, right? They're like, you're listening to the Power Hour right here, the Drive at 5. Coming up, we're giving away 2 for 1 Monster Jam tickets if you know the phrase that pays. You guys have all heard that. They really talk like that? Like sometimes as comedians, we have to go on the radio. We promote whatever show we have going on. Afterwards, we go out to lunch. We go through the drive-thru. Guys like, I'm going to have a number 1 just for fun. Make an extra large fry for this guy. And to drink, sir, a Sierra Mist is on my list, and I'm going to roll the dice and say no ice. Like, dude, clock out. The show's done. DJs will either rhyme everything they say, or you can understand a single word that they say. I'm sure you've heard those guys. You're like, that's that. A little bit of Green Day. Let's go listen to Green Day. I don't know, man. I enjoy what I do. I was thinking about this, Doc. Tell me if I look at the T-Rex and I look at those little arms, and they say that they weren't used for anything. And then I started thinking, if they're not used for anything, that meat must be real tender, like veal. So now I'm over here imagining eating T-Rex arms smothered in like barbecue sauce. Like, it's stupid, but it kind of sounds like a plausible idea. But then if we were eating T-Rex arms, kind of like the Native Americans, they would use the full deer, like nothing goes to waste. So now we can't be wasting the T-Rex, the rest of that. So it's like, okay, the tail is going to be obviously divided up into steaks. I think we can all agree on that. And then you're like, maybe you want some T-Rex ribs. You're like, oh, I'm going to go out and get some T-Rex ribs. And then the server would mess with you. Oh, how many do you want? Just the one, obviously. I don't know. It's nice to be around believers too, right? This is I don't have a lot of believers in my life, so I appreciate this. And this is always the point in the show where I ask, have you read the Bible? I have a feeling the answer around here might be yes. You'd be surprised. They get blank stares out there. I'm trying to read the Bible more. I'm trying to be a little bit more like involved with the Word. And there's some things that stick out to me, like King Solomon. He had 700 wives. Sounds great until you leave that toilet seat up once. Trying to figure out where you want to go for dinner. I'm sure that's tough, And I found out, I realized I pray like I'm leaving a voicemail. I never know how to wrap it up. I'm like, thank you, Jesus, for everything you've given me. And I guess get back to me whenever's good for you. I should be home all day. Forget about the amen. The other thing I don't understand in the Bible, maybe you can help me understand this one, Doc, is when they say wars and rumors of wars. How do you have a rumor of a war? Like, hey, psst, did you hear what the Congo said about Guam? It doesn't make sense. And my favorite thing in the Bible, and I'll close with this, is I love in the Bible that God would always change somebody's name when they became a new person, right? Abram, Abraham, Simon, Peter, Paul, Saul. My name's Carmen. When do I get my new name? I hate my name, right? I imagine like sometimes I fantasize like maybe someday I'll if I'm blessed enough to be in heaven, and I picture Jesus would welcome me and say, my son, you're no longer known as Carmen. From now on, you're going to be known as Joey 2 for 1 drink specials every Friday night between 9 and 5 only at the House Cambiani. Yes. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for welcoming me into your home. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Love you guys.
Thank you, brother.